Like a...
In a spooky way.
Yeah.
In a spooky way. Taking a nap in a cemetery. That's what you just...
Like in a goth way, not like an actual... not like sleeping on somebody's grave.
They just asks me, hey, you ever want to just sleep in a graveyard? And my answer, logical answer, was, fuck no. Why would I ever want to do that?
Because... I meant like, like in like the cats that sleep in the cemetery? You ever just want to do that?
No.
Oh.
I'm good. I've done enough in a cemetery for a lifetime.
Oh, okay.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm no longer in college. I don't need to do that.
Okay.
And that was only out of necessity.
Mm-hmm.
And we were in the car.
Mm-hmm.
You mean, Why the fuck would I get out of the car? God in heaven. Alright, what So normally, I try to do... Well, I say try. I took a several month hiatus. But the idea is these usually come out, once a week. But, this person won't shut the fuck up. So, about stuff that honestly they probably shouldn't talk about.
What?
And I don't know. I have to record it or I'm going to be angry.
What? At me?
No, at the other person who's in the room.
So you're telling me you never, looked at a cemetery and thought,
Never. Not once.
What?
Nope. Not a single fucking time. About the amount of times I've ever said, hey, you know what I want to go do? I want to fuck a serial killer. Tell us about that fascination of yours.
Serial killers? I said, slashers, not serial killers.
Oh, I'm sorry. The fake serial killers.
Yeah,
okay.
There's a difference. Those are, fictional.
Well, I guess you got a point there. I guess that makes it just a tiny bit less crazy.
Yeah,
No. It makes it a tiny bit better. Still just as crazy.
I mean, I've kind of grown out of the whole slasher phase.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
I've gone more into the COD min phase.
The what?
Call of Duty.
Oh, those are just soldiers.
Yeah. But the face masks, that type of thing.
Oh, see, now you're being coy. But the hour earlier, you were going down the list of who you would and wouldn't fuck, and vampires and werewolves.
Vampires. Yeah.
Well, go on.
But I mean, what else is there to say about that?
What else is there to say? I don't know. You were saying a lot before I told you to shut up. That you were saying quite a lot, actually.
About vampires? Oh, yeah.
About all this stupid shit. Why are you acting like you don't know how to talk now that the mic's on?
You asked questions.
I asked the question. I didn't even start that. That did not. Nope. Only thing I did was say you need to shut up so we can record this.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm not gonna sit through this awfulness without getting content out of it.
Okay, vampires make sense though, and I feel like I'm not the only one.
Why do you want to fuck dead people that want to kill you?
Ugh, there's so many reasons.
See, okay, so there's a difference. Okay, so there's a difference between this particular vampire or this one's hot or fuck Dracula. No, yours is vampires in general, and that's where you lose me.
Well, there's okay, so
because they're just people.
Like the movie Priest, I wouldn't fuck those vampires. Those are gross.
Not even Carl Urban?
You talking about the
main bad guy.
Yeah, the guy on the train thing.
The guy on the train thing. The main villain of the movie, yes.
Nah, still. He's too grimy.
Okay. Whatever. Alright, whatever. We'll use your stupid movie logic.
Okay. I mean, okay.
But vampires in general, there's something about the idea of a vampire that you want to fuck. Oh, yeah. That's where you lose me.
Yeah.
That's where you completely lose me. Because if it was like, hey, that redheaded vampire from True Blood, I'd be like, yes. But that's because it's Deborah Ann Wool. And what the fuck do you mean?
Yeah, I could see that, though. Yeah. I would.
That's right. You like butches because you're stupid.
What? How dare you?
And older women.
Yes. It doesn't ever.
Is that why it's vampires? Is because they're also old? Oh,
Yeah,
and you
I
have
guess
that,
so.
and you want to be overpowered and all that shit. And vampires are strong.
Vampire. Yeah.
There's something wrong with these people.
What?
There's something really wrong.
Okay. I feel like I'm not alone in this, though.
A lot of people ain't alone. Doesn't mean it's right. People be looking
What?
up at your fucking feet pictures too. It doesn't mean they're not weird as hell.
I'm taking them for a reason.
No.
It's not hurting anybody.
It's hurting me. People that want to fuck the alien. There's something wrong. There's something wrong with us as a species. We fucked up somehow.
Oh, yeah.
That's like one step away from fucking horse, and we've all seen how that ended. It was really bad. that dude is dead.
Yeah.
Can you hand me my Coke? It's right behind you.
It's empty.
Fuck. Well.
I just ordered a drink, so.
Yeah, but I'm thirsty now.
Oh, my
I just gotta wait for the fucking drinks to show up. Anyway,
Oh.
tell us more about how you're a heathen.
In the vampires?
The vampire. I love how you're acting like you don't know what we're talking about now.
Alright.
It's just the funniest shit in the world.
Well, I don't know how graphic I can get on this.
You can get as graphic as you want as long as you remember to speak into the fucking microphone.
Oh, okay. Same thing.
This is what it's like after a long day of work.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because I lose my filter because I have to use my filter for 9 hours and
Yep.
pretend to.
Mhm.
Well, I don't pretend. I do want to help people, but like, God, I have to say it in such a specific bullshit way and can't just talk to people, and I hate it.
So, I'm not allowed to want to fuck vampires, but you're allowed to fuck, or want to fuck, the red-headed vampire from True Blood.
Like I said, it's different if it's specific
Oh,
to
it's
that one
different.
person. You want it in general.
Yeah.
That's the part where you lose me.
Okay.
But I also want to fuck that vampire because it's Deborah Ann Wool, and I will also take Deborah Ann Wool and Daredevil and anywhere else she shows up.
Alright.
I don't give a shit about the vampire part.
I feel like... Alright. So, vampires, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, you have, like, the neck worship thing. You have...
The what?
The neck worship. you
Neck
know?
worship.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
I think it's called biting. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think they worship anything. I think they just eat you. I think that's what's happening.
Oh,
I
okay.
think that's where your wires are getting crossed. You
Okay.
don't understand what words mean.
Alright. So there's that. And then, you know, like, tons of romance media. TV shows, books, all kinds of things. Did you not watch True Blood?
I did watch True Blood.
So why are you confused?
What the fuck do you mean, why am I confused? I don't want to fuck vampires.
Okay, so I love True Blood's.
Alright, shut up. If vampires were real, would
Mhm.
I be going out of my way to specifically fuck vampires? No.
would.
If I saw one that was hot, maybe, but I would also
Oh,
be scared.
okay.
But it's because of the attraction to the one singular person. I'm not attracted by the idea of the vampire. I also don't want to die. Like your fucking slasher shit.
Oh,
And that's
yeah.
not, no. I also am not attracted to any slasher, because fuck that.
Yeah.
I have more sense of self-preservation, apparently.
I mean, like
Didn't
I
you
said.
also have a stalker kink for a while? How'd that turn out?
Oh, okay. We're just putting me on full blast.
I'm just saying.
Alright. I mean, yeah, but,
I'm just saying,
not
you might
really
want to
anymore.
reevaluate. Just saying, You found out in real life, not so cool.
Well,
Maybe the dude in the hockey mask with the machete might also turn out to be not so cool. That's
yeah.
all I'm saying.
Okay.
What? What? No rebuttal?
Yeah, not really. I mean, it's toxic, but oh well.
That's the point. Yes.
I mean,
Thank you for realizing that it's fucked up. Thank you.
I feel like a lot of like nowadays I'm in more healthy relationships than I was before. Just because like I was so young and like I was like, yeah, toxic is like attractive to me. But now it's like, not really.
That's specific though.
Yeah.
That's a little specific. I think what this boils down to is mental illness. I
Yeah.
think
Well,
maybe
yeah.
I think maybe you might have some issues. If I had to guess one way or the other, I think
Thing-
maybe
Well, the thing with vampires is like I like the idea of this powerful creature that could kill me. Like
that's just a man.
well, like well, like vampires, they could easily just kill me, like straight up, right?
You think
But
that
then
I
they
couldn't
go-
do that?
But like they go out of their way to not do that in like a romantic way.
No, now you've lost it completely.
Alright.
One, I could do that. Two,
Okay.
two, you weigh like a $105. What the fuck you talking about?
All right.
If I turn over in my sleep, you die. But
Oh, okay.
the no, that's not cool at all. That's not cool. No, nothing about that is. That is super awful.
I mean, also.
That's super awful.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna resist my racism because I love you.
No.
Oh, but all I did was replace the something bad with something else that's bad, because it doesn't mean that you're not racist or trying to not be racist or like overcome being raised in racism. You're still racist. You're just gonna avoid it with you. See the problem?
Well, I want to talk. I want to talk about True Blood now.
No.
Got me thinking about it.
No.
I want to talk about it.
Oh God, why did I do this?
Ah.
Unless you want to talk about Rogue. What do they call her? Stackhouse.
Oh, okay. Stack houses. Okay, so I have an
Jesus,
opinion
why
on
did
this.
I do this?
All right. So I didn't like Jason Stackhouse at first. I freaking hated him.
Yeah, everybody did.
Yeah. I wanted to like him so bad because he's like this himbo he's a man whore that just sleeps with everybody,
He's
right?
also English.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah. The actor's English.
Oh.
You didn't know that?
No.
And Sookie or Bill are
Okay.
married in real life?
Well, I knew about that. But Sookie, I loved Sookie so much in the beginning.
It's Rogue. Everybody loves Rogue.
Yeah.
She hot as hell too.
Oh, okay.
Had to wait a long time to see her naked, but it finally came.
Oh.
So did I.
Oh. Oh, okay. So I'm the messed up one for liking vampires.
Oh
Alright.
God. Yes. Let's repeat. Yes, you are weird for liking a monster that wants to kill you. I am not weird for being a normal human being attracted by another normal human being.
Oh, our drinks are about to have.
Nice. Also, I'm very proud of myself for setting that joke up. I had the idea, and I was like, I need to be able to pull this off.
Alright. But the thing
Very
is,
happy.
like, okay, so I have a very complex opinion about vampires, though. Like,
Oh, no.
alright, hold on, because you will agree with me.
Will I?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so, like, Twilight. I hated Twilight because she's in. I'm scooting forward. All right.
Or just pull the mic to your face. She keeps swinging her chair, but moving her head.
Mm.
Or their chair and their head.
All right. So Twilight. I hated Twilight because it was like she's in high school, but all these vampires are in
Like
high school.
200 something
Yeah.
years old.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Like, this setting could make sense in any other setting. Like, the whole story, they wouldn't have to change it. If they just change it to, like, them being an adults. Like, she moved to a small town with her dad to to take care of her dad.
But then you would realize how creepy it was for this
like,
adult man to be, what? Is she like 16 at first?
Yeah.
So if you put him in high school, it makes it easier to forget that he is still a grown man.
Yeah. He's like 200 years old or something.
Your drinks
like
are here.
that.
I see the.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Now we're back. Okay, cool. Okay, what were you saying that was super embarrassing? What?
True Blood.
Oh, Jesus.
Alright. Alright. So, Sookie. I loved Sookie so much. And, like, in the first part of the show.
Oh, wait, no, we weren't talking about that.
Yeah, we were.
No, we were talking about Twilight. And then
Yes.
Shut up.
Oh, yeah. So Twilight. Like, that bothered me so much. And also, like, there was so much talk about, like, purity in the terms of...
Statutory rapist vampires.
Yeah. Like,
that are also Mormons.
Yeah. I hate it so much.
You know what was cool, though? I didn't realize, because when I was a kid, I didn't realize it. But one thing I did like, and I still like this idea, that is of vampires having religious beliefs.
Yeah.
So finding out that they were a Christian family, I was like, that's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of cool.
Well, that's, like, a lot of vampires.
And also, to me, makes a lot of sense, because it's like, oh, okay, well, fucking vampires are real.
Yeah.
I'm kind of really stupid for thinking that there is no God when I'm flying around and exist because of magic.
Yeah.
And Anne Rice, in the new Anne Rice show, Interview with the Vampire, Armand's Muslim. And
Really?
like, yep.
I didn't know.
Practicing Muslim. Like, you see him, he does his prayers. Also, for whatever reason, Louis is in Dubai. I don't know why. But
Dubai?
That's where he's living when he's doing the interview.
Oh.
But yeah, he Armand's Muslim. So,
Interesting.
doing his prayers and stuff. But yeah, I like that.
I like that too.
Adding some humanity to it.
Yeah.
They're still people. Everything else about Twilight sucks.
Yeah. Well, I like that, and then, like, in Catholicism, there's a lot of vampire stuff. It's a whole thing. But, like...
Don't make Catholicism sound cool.
Yeah, no. But, like... Yeah, I just hated the whole Twilight thing. It felt so gross. Even when I was a kid, just watching it, I hated it. I was like,
Well, yeah, the movies suck.
Yeah.
We all knew that.
I didn't even bother with the books. God. Ugh.
Books ain't better. I'll tell you that. I read them. They ain't not better.
Yeah.
Women will make you do stupid things.
Oh, yeah. Well...
I saw some of those movies in theaters.
Ugh.
With my mom.
Ooh.
We got real into it for a second.
Gross.
Yeah. And Harry Potter, which was weird. Harry Potter was weird because at first it was, you can't read these books or watch these movies because that's up the devil. Flash forward 10 years, I'm watching The Deathly Hallows Part 2 with my mom in the theater. I had the realization like halfway through the movie. I was like, wait a minute. What the fuck happened?
Oh, goodness.
What the hell? We were burning these books. Why am I the same woman? I'm like, why am I? She's like, get him, Harry. I'm like, what are you doing? This is. Fuck. That was a weird time. For whatever reason, vampires were never off the table, but the whole she fell into that. I don't know. The early 2000s were weird.
Oh yeah.
9/11 really fucked some people up, and she fell into that whole the devil's everywhere bullshit. Even though she was never really like that before, she fell into it. She was like anti Harry Potter and all that, blah 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 blah. And then for whatever reason decided to actually read one of the books, and she was like, "This isn't. This is just witches and wizards and shit." And I was like, "What the fuck did you? What else would it have been? It's a kid's book. It's not even a particularly well written kid's book. What did you think?
Yeah.
What was it, the Necronomicon? Like, what did you think it was gonna be?" It's like no problem with Stephen King, and none of those are kids' books.
Oh,
I mean, it was such a stupid thing, but whatever. By about the fourth book, she got over it and we started watching the movies. Never had a problem with The Lord of the Rings. Watched the shit out of them. She loved The Hobbit, the book. I don't know if she ever saw the movie. Don't bother. Movie's not great, but C.S. Lewis, he's Christian, so. But there's magic and wizards and shit in that, too.
Yeah.
Fucking lying, Jesus. It was weird.
Yeah.
Those are good books, though, but it was a little weird. There's a witch in it. It's like the main villain.
Oh goodness.
But yeah. Yeah, I didn't see the Breaking Dawn once, but I think I saw. I still haven't seen the Breaking Dawn movies, and I am not ever going to. I refuse. But I watched the first one on DVD, and I watched the second and third one in theaters. I had because like the movie theater, if you went, you got cool cups. I had those cups for a while.
Yikes.
Yeah, they got big, thick plastic cups. I had those. I had them for two Twilight movies, so New Moon and whatever the fucking third one was called. Eclipse. And I hate that I know that. I hate it so much. And I had it for another one. I think Transformers, one of the Transformers movies, I had it. I think it was the third one. And then Man of Steel. I had a cup for Man of Steel. Because one of the things that our movie theater did is they had really cool like collector's cups, and they were heavy-duty cups.
Yeah.
Avengers, maybe? I had a bunch of them. They were good. I wish I still had them, but they got lost. One as good as those McDonald's cups that tried to kill everybody, though.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, you used to be able to buy glasses from McDonald's. They had collector's glasses.
Yeah.
They did a lot for the Batman movies. Well, they stopped doing that because they're made of lead.
I heard about that.
They're cool. However, them Batman Forever glasses popped up everywhere for the longest time. Everybody had some of them fucking glasses. They were cool. I think they did it for Batman and Robin as well. But yeah, they put the old kibosh on that once people were like, "Just made of lead," and I'm like, yeah, maybe. That and a radiated glass. We were stupid. Well, that's a wonder we're not all dead. Lead plates too. Fuck. McDonald's didn't do that. We just did that. Humanity. We thought it was fun. Ooh, that's good. Okay, so tell us more about how you're a degenerate.
Alright. So, vampires,
No.
right? There's so much that you can do, like, with the concept of a vampire, right? Also,
I guess.
okay, also, I don't like the American Horror Story vampires. They
I
don't
don't-
have fangs. Like,
Oh no.
okay. So, in American
So
Horror
so
Story...
no fangs. So if there's no fangs,
Yeah.
then everything else pops up, and you're like, I can't deal with that.
Yeah, no.
No.
It doesn't do it for me. Alright.
But okay. So, question: why not just have the fangs without all the other stuff?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, then there you go. Look,
I
there made a
mean-
breakthrough.
Oh, okay. But
How
the
about just have fangs and not all the horrible other shit like the murder and the blood drinking.
Yeah, in American Horror Story, it was more about like the drama and killing people and like that's
Because
about
they're
it.
evil.
Well, yeah, but like they didn't have fangs.
You probably
like,
want to fuck aliens too.
eh.
I'll fuck an alien.
Oh, okay. So I'm the degenerate, but you can fuck an alien.
It depends on the alien.
Oh, it depends. But
Well, hey, alien just means not of Earth. Okay? That's all it means. So it depends on the alien. So, like, we're talking Twi'leks from Star Wars. Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
All day long. Oh, man. All day long.
Oh, okay.
But if we're talking, like, the aliens from Signs, probably not. Because they'll try to kill you.
Oh, okay.
And they're bad.
So, okay.
Or Invaders from Mars. Or Mars Attacks.
But
No.
the thing is...
War of the Worlds? Maybe. But
But the thing is, with my thing... Okay, so there's, like... Vampires are a spectrum, right? So, you have, like, your very non-human ones, and then you have your ones that look...
they're vampires.
Yeah. But, like, you know what I'm talking about.
The scariest ones are the ones that look the most human. Because they trick you.
Yeah, that's true.
No, the only vampire you should ever fuck is Blade. That's okay. But he will never fuck you because Blade doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Blade has standards that you
Oh,
don't.
okay. No, he's very pretty, though.
It's Blade. Of course he's pretty.
I know
He's
that.
Blade.
That's why.
God, Blade is so cool.
Yeah.
I got the trilogy right over there. Comes with 2 good movies and a coaster. So, man, fuck Blade Trinity. Blade Trinity is so bad, but he probably has the best outfit of all the movies. He has it.
Yeah,
because
he's got
that
cool outfits.
He's got it's the overcoat and everything, but the inside of the coat is red.
Uh-huh.
It looks so good. Too bad the movie is shit. Oh God, I don't know how they fucked that movie up so bad. It was Blade versus Dracula. How do you ruin such a good idea?
But then there's also like the type that I don't really like, which is like the 28 days of a night or something like that.
It's 30 Days of Night.
30 days of a night, right there. All right.
Yes, because they kill people.
Well, that
they're just
and because-
murderers.
Well, because they look more like vampire-like. Like, well, that's the point.
Why don't so? If they look like people, you want them to look as close to people as possible.
Yeah.
So my question is, why not people? Why not just people? You could circumvent this whole bullshit. Just people and some Halloween fangs, and you're good to go. Because everyone's stronger than you, so we don't have to worry about that.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's the plan, though.
Good God.
I gotta find somebody.
When they go down the Spirit Halloween, we can make this thing go.
Oh, okay.
Oh no! Oh, but when
They're
too scary,
open.
when they're too scary, I can't handle it. Then I can't forget that they're murderous demons.
Oh, okay.
At least the monster fuckers are honest. They're
Yeah.
like, no, I want them to look like monsters. I'm well aware
Well, the
of
thing
how
is,
fucked
with
up my
some,
shit is.
with some vampires, I like it when they look like scary looking. It just depends. Like the 30 days of a night ones, they're more animalistic without the consciousness behind it, right? Which, it's not really great, right?
None of them are great.
I'm trying to think
Let's
of a
not-
vampire that, like, looks like not like a human, that has more, like...
None of them.
I'm drawing a blank right now.
None. Not a single fucking one. Because they want to kill you.
Ugh.
That's all they want to do. That's it. They want to kill you.
Oh, well.
Like Lestat. Lestat looks like a person.
Yeah.
He gonna kill you.
I don't like Lestat. He's such a
Well,
drama
good.
queen.
Okay, that's the wrong reason not to
I
like
mean,
him.
yeah, he's a evil...
This is too much drama.
killer.
I don't care about the rape and murder, though. It's just the drama.
Yeah,
If he would
he's
just
a
shut up
bad
about
person,
it.
but, like, he's also a drama queen as well. God. Those
Yes.
books... Okay, so...
Yes, but also, but also, maybe more importantly so, he is a murderer and a rapist.
Yeah. All right.
Maybe that's the reason
You
we don't
want
like
to
him.
talk about the Anne Rice books? I've read a few of those. I haven't read all of them, but I've read a few of them. And there's a lot to talk about with those books. Oh
I mean,
my
yeah,
god.
they're Anne Rice vampires. There's a lot to talk
Yeah.
about with them books.
There's so much. Oh my god. Okay, so I had to put the books down a few times because, oh my god.
They ain't got shit on... Who's more problematic, Anne Rice or Stephen King?
God.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's see. How many N words are in one chapter? How
I
many?
feel like that's Stephen King.
Yeah, that's definitely Stephen King. So we
But Anne Rice has a lot of like pedophilia, slavery, all that type of thing.
slavery. Okay.
Yeah.
The book takes place in like 17 1800s at first. It's gonna come up.
No, the books take
In
place
Louisiana.
way earlier than that.
Interview doesn't.
No, I'm talking about like the other books. Like they take place like way back.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of slavery.
Yeah.
That's kind of hard to ignore.
Yeah. But there's a lot of like pedophilia and lots of. It's like in detail. It's very graphic.
Granted, she leaned into that.
Yeah.
I will at least respect it if you lean into it and make a point of being like,
Yeah.
this is fucked up. I can respect that. Doesn't make it right. I can respect it. What this fucking book I'm holding in my hand does, I can't respect in any way, shape, form, or fashion.
The Stand?
Stephen King. So I decided, I was like, I'm going to start reading Stephen King because I've admired the movies and the work and the legend. I've read a few stories. So it's like, what should I start with? And I'm like, fuck it, I'll read The Stand. So I get to the uncut version. And I have made a huge mistake. This book is... Though he does have a really good vampire story.
Yeah, isn't it like Salem's Lot or something?
Oh, well, he has a few good vampire stories. No, the one I'm thinking of is The Night Flyer.
Oh.
So, 1,135 pages. Oh, no, sorry. 1,141 pages. I am 682 pages into this. There is so much wrong. So apparently, after researching, because I was like, is it just this book? Is it just the time it was written? What the fuck's going on here? No, Stephen King just decides to get really racist out of nowhere. And it will hit you like a fucking freight train. And when I was reading this and it starts popping up, I'm like, oh, are these characters racist? Are they gonna make a point of being like, these guys are racist, these guys aren't right? No. They just use the N word, hard R,
Oh.
to describe black people.
Oh.
Just cause. No reason. No, like, and in the book, it seems like he doesn't like racists, but then people keep being racist. Also, let's see, when does book 1 end? Because there's 3 parts to this, and they're all called books. Book 1 is actually kind of riveting. It's interesting as the virus takes over the world and yada yada yada. It's pretty good read. And also really racist as shit. It just doesn't stop. It keeps coming, and then you'll get like 100 pages, mostly racism free, and then wall to wall inwards. It's like, why? Why does this keep happening? So book 1 is 382 pages long. That's pretty good. The next 300 pages that I've read are awful. They're just terrible. And I have like 600 pages left to go. And I got to finish it because everyone says this is either one of, if not his best book. I have concerns if that's true. And also, I got to see if he saves it. It's possible. I got 600 pages left. I don't think he's going to do it. But it's possible.
Alright.
It's
I mean,
it. I mean, it's possible. I don't think he's gonna do it, but
mm,
it's technically possible. And if he does, he's the greatest writer ever. Because so far, I don't think it's possible. Because this is awful. The book too is awful. I just don't care. And man, it gets racist out of nowhere. And apparently that extends to his movies. So I hadn't seen The Shining in a long time. And most of the times I've seen it, it's been on TV, so it's heavily edited. So the other night, we decide, hey, let's watch The Shining. Because on HBO or on Max or whatever. Fuck it. And they like it when I use the service, my job. So I was like, alrighty, let's watch The Shining. It'll be fun. And we're watching it. And that's when I discovered that this person lies to me all the time. Like,
what?
you ever seen it? Like, yeah, I've seen it. And then as we go watch the movie, well, I haven't seen much. I haven't seen most of it. Well, I've only seen parts of it. And then
Yeah.
as we get halfway through the movie, I've never seen this movie. I have never.
Okay.
I've never seen,
I said I saw.
I have
like,
no idea what's
parts of
going
it.
on. I don't know who these people are.
I said I got spooked about it.
Fucking liar. You're such a liar.
Oh,
For no
okay.
reason. Why would we lie about this movie? So for the most part, movie. It's pretty good. It's really good. Watching it, then I don't know. We're an hour and a half or so into it when he goes into that really red bathroom
Yeah.
and talks to the English guy, and all of a sudden, the black chef. I can't ever remember his name. I just know he's the head chef and he's the only black character in the movie. It's like the chef. There's an N word. I'm like, what? And then Jack Nicholson says it, and then the guy says it. He just keeps saying it. It's like, where did this come from? We leave the bathroom. It is never brought up again. They're never racist ever again. They never use any kind of word ever again. In fact, that's the only time that character is ever referenced by their skin color. All the other times they just they talk to him by name. I just can't remember his fucking name. I can only remember Danny.
Yeah.
But like for whatever reason, comes out of nowhere, and for the rest of the movie, I couldn't stop thinking about what the fuck was that? What just happened?
Yeah. Super uncomfortable.
Just out of nowhere. Like if it was the 80s, but it's like it's one thing if you're watching a movie and it happens and it's like, oh, this movie was made then or by this guy, blah blah blah. But it's another thing if it's throughout the entire movie versus, man, this one scene really didn't need that, did it?
Yeah. It could have done without.
Because nowhere else in the movie is anything like that. You could have cut that entire part out of it. It doesn't change the movie or the tone or any, like, it's so weird and out of nowhere, and then it never comes up again. It's just in the way it pops up, it's like it was selected. And you know Stanley Kubrick, the way he works, he's very meticulous and everything has a point to it. And I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck was the point of that scene. I have to know. It's out of nowhere. And then watch Doctor Sleep, and nothing like that happened, so thank God.
No.
Thank God we didn't continue the trend. But apparently that happens in like almost all Stephen King books for some reason. And that's a little concerning. It's slightly concerning if one of the things you can look up is, hey, why does Stephen King like to use the N-word all the time? It's like, that's interesting. But oddly enough, not the worst thing he's ever done in a book.
Oh, yeah.
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 Yeah. Oh, good old child orgy. That's
Ew.
that's
Ew.
Anne Rice ain't got nothing on that.
Actually, there's a scene. All right, so
Yeah, but I feel like Anne Rice builds it up.
yeah.
Because the way that she talks about vampire and stuff, it's like, you know there's going to be fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Nothing prepares you.
Well,
It's, oh, we defeated the clown. Oh, yeah. Oh, how do we get out of these sewers? I don't know. How about I jerk you all off? Wait, whoa. What the
Ew.
fuck?
I didn't need
And they-
to know that.
All right. So it's way worse than that.
Okay, don't tell me though. Don't tell me. I don't. No.
So much worse. It's so much worse. And it's an entire chapter.
Ew.
Cocaine. Cocaine's a hell of a drug, man. Oh, God.
Ew.
Maybe that's why the book sticks with so many people. They just don't know why. They think it's because it's such a great book and story.
No.
And you're just traumatized. That's
Yeah.
Because you talk to people who love this book and think it's one of the greatest books ever written, and they never bring that part up.
Ew.
They never bring it up, but it's in the back of their mind. They know it. No, that book is a trip, and that is how they get out of the sewers. That was the secret of the sewers.
Ew.
Oh yeah, they're in a sewer too. That's the other
Ew.
thing. And they're 12.
Ew.
Yeah, that's. Oh man, it's so much about that. There's only one girl. Because remember, it's all guys and one girl.
Ew.
Jesus Christ. Steven. And there's racism in that book too. But,
Yeah.
out of nowhere racism hits me a lot harder than it's like, because Blood Meridian is racist too, but Blood Meridian is in the 1850s, and you're following a group of terrible, racist, awful people who are scalping natives for money.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm reading it and I'm like, yeah, this is awful, but it is what it is. But if you're reading a book where that has nothing to do about any of it, and then all of a sudden racist for about 20 minutes and then never racist again, this is okay. Really, really weird. And then when black characters are also racist about black people, and it's written by a white guy, I'm like, you shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
There's one thing you shouldn't have done. Well, if there's two things you shouldn't have done.
Yeah. Oh goodness.
I'm going to speak for entire race that I'm not part of. Oh, God. Oh, God. I wonder, is he going to save it somehow in 600 pages?
No.
Because that would be nuts. It's possible. It's possible. Well, I guess I got less than 600. It's like 500, but it's possible. I doubt it, though. Book 3 is the shortest of all these. Man, fuck this book. I have read another book and most of a second book. I've read like a book and a half while also reading this. And those other books, also written by a piece of shit. I don't know if Stephen King is a piece of shit. I just know he has issues. He seems to actually be a good guy mostly. Orson Scott Card's a piece of shit. Just evil, awful, horrific piece of shit. All his books talk about how, like, it's Ender's Game series. It's a great series. All his books give you these great moral questions talking about genocide. Is it ever right? Like a xenocide. Is it ever right? It's like, well, we saved humanity. Did we? Or was there a way to reason with them? Was there this, there's that, blah, 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 blah. Child soldiers, all these, blah, blah. And one of his things is like genocide for any reason, shape, or form is evil, bar none. And then in real life, he's like, yeah, same thing. It's evil, end of story. Unless it's gay people. It's like, damn it, Orson. You're so close. It's not a hard question to answer. You didn't have to. It's when people tell on themselves, it's the weirdest thing. It's like, no one asked you, man. You could have. You don't exactly have the most public life in the world. You could have just shut up.
Yeah.
Because there's also nothing about gay people in the books. Even though it's 3,000 years in the future, that's a little suspect. But,
Yeah.
but like, you didn't have to say anything. You don't have to be like Lovecraft, and then the thing you're second most famous for is being an unrepentant racist.
Oh God, Lovecraft.
There's a whole big book of them right there.
Yeah.
I bet he'd hate it too because it's black.
All right, all right.
He was evil.
Okay.
The dude was evil.
Yeah.
In fact, he was racist for his time.
Yeah.
His time was the 20s. Do you know how racist you have to be for people back then to be like, whoa, settle down?
Yeah.
I think he lived in Ohio.
Mm.
Maybe, hey, knock it off. That's a little bit much. They're not all bad.
Eesh.
Like that dude was racist. Apparently, he used to go down to like train stations and stuff and yell at people.
Oh no.
And then he died at like 25 or something.
Eesh.
He was very young. He had like stomach cancer.
Ooh. Interesting.
Well, I mean, he was a piece of shit and kind of got what he got.
I guess so. I mean,
I also don't think he was that good of a writer.
yeah.
I've read a few of the stories in those books, and I'm
a
gonna
lot of the
gonna finish it.
concepts, like,
But they're just concepts.
yeah,
That's all they are.
they're not really.
Literally, one of his most famous stories is Dagon, and all it is, ooh, fish people, wouldn't that be
Yeah.
scary? And it's like, what kind of fish people? Fuck you, that's who. All right.
Yeah, like a lot
Stuff's
of
so
it.
scary, I can't tell you about it.
Yeah.
But you know what I can tell you about? Why
Racism.
immigrants are gonna ruin this country.
Yeah.
It's
Like what?
Whoa.
Yeah, like a lot of his stories is like, oh, knowledge will like make you mad and crazy and all this stuff, and then there's the racism. I'm like, all right, I guess. I mean, he could have done a lot with like existentialism in horror because I love that. Like, I love it when horror movies surround that and like books and stuff. But, like it's just kind of, you know.
I don't know why we revere him so much. His biggest deal was giant squid monster. That's it. I think people really read into it too much and create their own bullshit. I think that's what it is. Which all he's doing is giving a blank page. I could do the same fucking thing. You just print a book with blank pages. Print the word "scary" on it. It's and then you would fill it in the scariest thing ever because I invented it. He didn't do shit. It's like I don't know. I at least Stephen King will tell you or tell you what it is. In fact, he'll tell you too much. He'll tell you shit you didn't need to know. He'll tell you shit he didn't need to know. But let me tell you, you will read it. It will be there. It is written down if you want to know.
All right, so with Stephen King, I read Carrie because I like the movie.
A book gets racist too.
Yeah. I like the early 2000s remake. I forgot the actress's name. What is her name?
Early 2000s.
Yeah. I think so. What's her name?
The famous Chloe Grace Moretz?
I think so.
Moretz? Hit Girl?
I think so.
Well, that wouldn't be early 2000s. That'd be like 2013, I believe. Wait, you can't be from, let's say, early 2000s. You were born in 03.
Okay.
Early 2000s, Jesus.
Anyways, but I read the book because I was like, I really liked the remake, like the movie and stuff. So I read the book. The book,
It's the
okay,
shortest book, I think.
I liked the book. Like, it gets weird with,
No.
but, like, I relate to it as somebody who has, who's been abused.
What's
like,
religious trauma, the book?
yeah, religious trauma, really growing up as an AFAB person.
I actually think that book would be scarier if she didn't get powers.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I always thought was so weird about Carrie is why does she get powers? Like what? That book becomes so much scarier if she doesn't have powers. Like, and it's just her getting the shit kicked out of her.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be horribly depressing, but like, I mean, the book's not exactly not depressing as it is. It's this, and it's not like he hasn't written stuff like that before. But if you take the whole she gets her revenge shit out of it. If you take
Yeah.
the powers don't really serve a purpose. If you take that out, that becomes probably like one of, if not his darkest work, because
Yeah.
it's just this little girl just living the worst life.
Well, like, well, as an abused person, like, I've been abused before. I understand those, like, the dynamics, like, how it works. And the way he wrote, Carrie, like, her home life, and how, isolating it was, and how she acted with her mother, how she acted when she was alone, how she acted at school. It is, like, to the point to where it was scary. Like, I was like, wow.
No, I bet I could do that. I bet I could take that book and just cut out everything. Like adapt it.
Ugh.
I bet I could do that. I also have an idea for the ending.
Well,
And people would hate it,
the
but
thing
I'd
is,
make a lot of money.
okay, so also a thing I'm gonna talk about.
What if you make her a shooter?
Ooh, no. That's probably.
Well, because the thing about Carrie that I think it would be a lot better if she didn't have the powers. She didn't go on that rampage.
Yeah.
I think she should kill herself.
Ooh.
For a horror standpoint,
Oh, yeah.
making it a horror story, right? A
Yeah.
true horror story. I think she should kill herself, or kill her mom and then kill herself. Or if you wanted to have hope, she just grows up.
She runs off or
She
something.
gets out of there, right?
Yeah.
So if it's, but because the horror is not the powers, the horror is what's happening to her.
Yeah.
I actually think that the ending hurts the story, because, and it's the same thing.
She
as
dies at the end. Spoiler alert.
maybe.
Yeah, she does.
Remember,
No, at the end.
she comes back.
When the house falls on her and the rocks come from the sky.
Well, here's the thing. The thing is I think her powers would serve the same purpose as if she took up a gun and just went on a rampage to school. Because what does she do?
She does
She
that.
kills everybody,
Yeah.
right? And a rage.
Yeah.
And that's supposed to be the scary part. And I'm like, that's not the scary part. That makes her a bit unredeemable. Because not everybody there deserved it.
Yeah, no.
In the movie, she just takes out the school and then goes home. In the book, she takes out the fucking town.
Yeah.
And
Like, she goes through the town and stuff, yeah.
like, I see how that could be, how there's horror to that, and there absolutely is, but it's not that the story doesn't work. It absolutely works. That's why it's famous. But it's like, if we wanted to make a real horror story, if we want to do it, have the same or a better effect, I say take away the supernatural parts. It's going to make it a hell of a lot more uncomfortable. And then she just goes and kills some people.
Yeah.
You want to do, because and I think people would actually understand a little bit more what that story is saying.
Yeah.
Because it makes it more uncomfortable, and then you're not going to like it as much because the supernatural element isn't there, and it's like, oh, she's a shooter, and you're going to have to wrestle with it, like, was she made this or that, blah 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 blah, because it does say that she got pushed so far, but the movie and the book also tried to say that the people deserve it.
Yeah.
And that's not true, because not everybody in the town deserved that. Innocent people got killed, and she went on a rampage. She was someone that got pushed to the brink and snapped. If it wasn't through magical powers and she was doing it with a rifle, I don't think we look at Carrie the same way.
Yeah.
It would still be a horror story. It would be incredibly horrifying.
Yeah.
But I don't think we look at it the same way. I think we don't look as like, oh, poor Carrie.
Yeah.
Though I think we could and probably should, because someone was pushed and they snapped and lost their mind. But I do think we would look at it a lot differently. Also, and we'll make it worse, what if it's a murder-suicide? Might do it like that. What if she's very selective? Or what if she just gets away?
Didn't she kill her mom? in
Oh,
the
yeah,
movie?
she killed the shit out of her mom.
I was about to say, she locked
did
her
that
in the
bef-
closet.
Did that before she went to the prom.
I thought she just locked her in the closet, then went to the prom.
Nope.
Oh.
Knives.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, killed the shit out of her.
Yeah.
Rocked her. But yeah, like, I think that movie's a lot. Um, I think, or the movie and the book, I think the story would be better if you took the supernatural elements out of it. Um, I think you could say more with it, and I think it'd be a lot more horrifying, even if you went the rage route.
Yeah.
It definitely would be an uncomfortable ass movie. I could do it.
It
I,
is
I could
pretty
write that
uncomfortable.
book and just take out all the bullshit about it, and then decide at the end which way I wanted to go, or do both and just say it was all a dream.
Okay.
Oh, actually, so there's two ways you could do that. You could do, oh, she, goes and she murders everybody and then wakes up, turns out it was all a dream. Tomorrow's a new day. There's hope, right?
Yeah.
Or you do it the other way around. Tomorrow's a new day, there's hope, blah, 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 blah. Things are going to get better, I get away. Then she wakes up. No, that's not what happened.
Uh,
She killed everybody.
yeah. Well, okay, so also I want to talk about something that happens in the book. So, like,
A lot happens in the book.
well, yeah, but like she's at school, she acts very scared at school, very closed off, because that's how abuse victims are when, like, their abusers isolate them so much that they just, that happens, right?
Yep.
So in the book, um, the high schoolers, right, the classmates, they continuously harass Carrie. In the movie, not so much as, besides the prom scene and the tampon scene.
Which
And
was
then,
awful.
yeah. But they do that, and then there's like a few things that happen in class where they're like laughing at her or whatever. But in the book, they like harass her to the point to where they actually followed her home one night and like was like banging on the windows, harassing her, all this crazy stuff. And I was like, that is so like realistic. It doesn't matter like in real life when you're kids, other kids are still mean.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter if you're being abused at home, they're still mean.
Yeah.
I was just like, that is just, ugh.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something about that gets me because, I mean, that happened to me, but also, like, I don't know. It gets to me.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's why I find Scream so. People say Scream is I've heard some people say it's like a comedy, and I'm like, no, it's not. There's one scene in that movie that is a comedy, and it's that garage door kill. But that movie is terrifying nowadays.
Yeah.
Oh, someone in your high school class might be a serial killer. That's a lot more common than you might think. It's just he decided to be a little bit more theatrical with it and use a knife. Oh, that scene where that kid runs down the hallway dressed as the killer, and nobody does anything. That entire football team would have come out of the woodwork, planted that kid in the ground like a post. Just, oh man. 'Cause like, I don't know how it was for you, but we were so fucked up. We'd sit there and like plan, like what would we do, and like come up with battle plans and shit. Like if something happened, what would we do? To the point where we were ready, like we were just itching for somebody to try something. Like try it, go for it. We'll kill you.
Oh my goodness.
We were ready. We were ready, and it's fucked up. But it's just that's the situation we were in. We kept seeing it happen. And we're like, oh man, it could happen here. If it does, what will we do? And
Yeah.
we figured out some ideas. Break a leg off a chair. It's real sharp.
Yeah.
Oh, pick up a desk and throw it. One of these history books sure does weigh a lot. Would suck if you got hit in the spine with it. These pencils sure do get real sharp. And this rubber band's real strong. Fuck, shit, someone actually did get hit with one of them. That was bad. But yeah, you kill somebody real easy. There's a lot of stuff you could fuck people up with, and we would just sit there and kind of daydream, like, what would we do? How would we do it? If someone were to fuck around, would they find out? And basically, what it boiled down to is absolutely they would. Also, they better hope they bring something bigger than what I got in my truck. That's the other thing. Everybody had guns. Like,
Oh, yeah.
everybody had guns. Oh man. And they were deer rifles. So one of those, like 30-06, it'd kill the guy and then the guy behind him.
Oh, yeah.
It would be a mistake to try that. At least during certain hours where classes were switching, you could get to your truck. During deer season, they'd go hunting before school and then show up. They'd leave their guns in the car or the truck.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be real bad. Someone try that to get their fucking dome. Oh god. But pray to God that never happens. Just like we had a bunch of contingency plans.
Yeah.
We were also real young when 9/11 happened, so we were all kind of amped up to begin with, just like ready to go. You don't know what that was like, youngin'.
Oh,
It's a different time.
All right, old man.
Fuck. That was.
Where's your walker?
Like, shut up.
Alright. Isn't it past your bedtime?
My bedtime.
Yeah, old man.
I'll tell your mom. Tell Mama rent on you.
It's past 11.
Yeah, they're probably asleep. You're right. Mama Ren's old.
You're old. You should be in bed.
Oh, shut up.
Uh-huh.
Go outside, nerd. I ain't got time for you useless chime-ins.
You kids and your TikToks. That's what you sound like.
Ah, fuck. So you fucking any more vampires?
Not lately.
What about in the Masquerade?
Yeah.
You liking the Masquerade? The Masquerade?
Yeah, so far. I like the outfits. I like the character designs.
Now that is early 2000s.
Yeah, I was
That's
about
early
to say.
2000s scene is what that is.
I love that. I love it so much. And
I like that Harley Quinn looking one with the big old titties. That's the one I like.
Okay. I like the one that I originally got. I should have kept her.
No.
She looks cool.
No.
Ugh.
No, I'm glad. Also, it's not your personality. And the questions were wrong.
Still.
There's something wrong with that. There's something wrong with How are you going to seduce your boss looking like Nosferatu? That doesn't work.
You don't know that.
You can't suck a dick with claws for teeth. Yes, I do know that. You're the one that doesn't.
You never know.
Yeah, I do. Yes. Don't look at me like that. Like I'm the crazy one. You monster fucker. That's... I used to think stalkers were hot till I learned better. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't have to go through that because I connected the dots. I was like, you know what? That's not cool.
I mean, yeah.
You know what I see when I see Jason Voorhees? I see that guy would kill me. I'm not going to go anywhere near that motherfucker.
Jason Voorhees, no for me. Would not. Because he died as a child.
Okay.
So like,
this
his
is the part where
brain
it's stupid.
Is stuck as a child.
You're having to justify it beyond the obvious he'll kill you.
Yeah. Well,
see, it's not that you're wrong. That the child part that's fucked up. However, you shouldn't have to get that far because you know what I think? I think Jason Voorhees is a murderer. That's as far as it gets. It's as far as it has to get. Freddy Krueger is a murderer and also a pedophile.
Yeah, he's off the table.
Michael Myers is a murderer. It doesn't. That's it. That is it. There's no. Well, this happened in their past, and that's problematic. No, they kill people. That's it.
I've already told you I'm on to vampires. I've always been on to vampires.
I've told you, you're fucking nuts.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Speaking of vampires.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, so. Alright, True Blood. Alright. But. You wanted to talk about it I'm taking control of the conversation.
Did I?
Yeah.
Did I thought
You
we'd already
asked.
gone past True Blood.
You asked.
Did I?
Yeah.
I don't think I did.
Yeah, you did.
No.
I'm gaslighting.
No, we talked about that like an hour ago.
Yeah.
We were 4 minutes in.
Oh. Well,
And
we
we
should talk about it
stopped.
again.
No, I'm good.
I want to talk about the characters. I love them so
No one
much.
gives a shit about the characters. That
What?
show was 10 years old.
So, it's good. Well, okay. I have some opinions.
You can share them when the reboot comes out next year.
Wait, is there a reboot?
Don't ever make that sound again. You're gonna make people question.
What? Oh, okay.
You get me in trouble.
Oh, ew.
What was that? Sounded like someone stepped on your tail. What was that?
No! Stop!
What
No!
was that? Do that again.
No! You're gonna cut that and copy it and paste it somewhere.
I mean, I could do that right now. I just go back and do it.
No!
I'll do it right now.
No!
Put it on a soundboard. Use
No!
it for the live
God,
stream.
no!
And people like follow and subscribe.
Oh, no!
Or whatever it was.
Oh. Oh.
What was that? Do it again.
No.
Do it again. What button do I press to make you make that noise?
No. Oh, God. No.
Fuck. That's enough of that shit. I'm gonna go lay down. Got anything else you want to say?
No.
Good. Make that noise again. Come on. Come here, make that noise again.